What's up, everyone? Towelie with Derfull here, bringing you another gameplay, but this time it's actually going to be a casual Commander gameplay with the one and only MTGNerdGirl.
Yep, so for this one, I opted for a Marwyn uh, deck. It's very similar to what she does in cEDH, but I took out a lot of the heavy hits and really streamlined it down and made it a lot more elf ball focused. So, a really powerful deck. You'll get to see it a little bit here in just a bit.
And I am playing Hazel Squirrel's Kindred. So let's just see if I can bring out all those annoying pesky squirrels. And without further ado, here are our guests now.
My name is MTGNerdGirl. You guys can find me on MTGNerdGirl on all platforms. And one of the biggest things I do that might be relevant to your viewers would be a commander show called Decked Out. Today I am playing Gev Scaled Scorch. He's the cutest little lizard that there ever was. We're gonna burn out the table with some sneaky, tricky things, and also Vishinos are eroded to be lizards. So you'll see a lot of those too.
I am the lovely Medusa, or just Medusa, and I am playing Dina, Soul Steeper. This is a Boros burn deck in disguise, where we just try and create our own impact tremors, and failing that, do aristocrat stuff. I don't do much as far as social media right now, but I am on Twitter, and I review a Golgari commander every day until I run out of them.
Alright, guys. Let's fight. Any pre-games?
Nope.
Nope. Cool. Alright.
Nope.
Good luck, everyone. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will do Reliquary Tower. Tap it for a Skull Clamp. And then I say pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play Forest as land for turn, and then I will tap that and cast a Findhorn Elves. With that, I will pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to start with just a command tower and pass.
I've got a Restless Cottage that comes in tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Not a land. Oh, wow. Okay. I have to pass.
Rutrow.
Yeah,
Right,
I was not willing to go down to 4.
I will tap down my Findhorn Elves and my Forest, and move to cast an Emerald Medallion. And if that lands, then I pass the turn.
Oh boy, 2 people stuck on lands?
Yeah. If I get a second land, I'll be fine.
All right. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and just play a Blightstep Pathway, and I'm just going to play my commander. Gev is on the table, and I'll pass.
I'm just going to play. I have another land, but it enters tapped, unfortunately. So here's a Memorial to Folly, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Yep.
That Skull Clamp must be doing some heavy lifting in your hand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ready. Untap, upkeep, and draw. So we're going to tap down 2, and I attempt to cast Marwyn, the Nurturer. That lands, then that's it for me.
I will play a land for turn. It's going to be a mountain. I'm going to attack the only other player who's not missing land drops. So Medusa, I'm coming in for 3 Gev damage. And then I will go ahead and put a Hearthorn Battler onto the stack. Gev will deal 1 damage. I'm going to use that for Derfull. So you'll take 1. And then the Battler will come into play because 2 opponents have taken damage, so he'll have 2 counters. Pass.
Here is Dina. Then I will play a Riveteer's Overlook as land for turn. When it enters, I will sacrifice it. I will go find a swamp or forest, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and gain 1 life, which will make everyone else lose 1. And then I'll pass.
Please land. Please land.
The pause.
7. Yep. Go ahead.
So untap, upkeep, and draw. So I'm going to tap down 2 green and cast an Elvish Archdruid, which is going to give all of my elves +1/+1. And it's also going to trigger Marwyn. So Marwyn is going to be at 3 power total right now. So I will tap Marwyn for 3 and cast a Llanowar Tribe. That will also trigger Marwyn, giving her another +1/+1 counter. That's all I got at the moment, so I will go ahead and pass the turn.
All right.
I believe that was 2 spells for the Hearthborn battle.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. That was 2 spells. And the mage, you can have that 2 damage.
Yep.
I'm going to play an Arcane Signet for turn. And then Gev is going to come to Towelie, and the Heart Battler is going to come to Medusa. Second main, I'm going to go ahead and cast a Raider. When I cast him, Gev will deal 1 damage to the mage. So now he'll come in with 3 counters because 3 opponents have lost life. And then I will also cast my second spell, which will be a Changeling Outcast, which will come into play with 3 counters because 3 people have lost life. He's a lizard, so Derfull, you will take 1. And the Battler, my second spell, you'll also take another 2, so 3 total. And I'm good to go. I'll pass.
Tap, draw. Alright, let's go with I'm going to play a Gorman's Talent. It's not going to do a whole lot at the moment. I will trigger the Hearthborn Battler when I play a Farseek.
I will allow you to take the 2 damage.
Sounds good. I will take 2, and I will go search for a Underground Mortuary. I will surveil 1 and then
Draw, please, land.
Statistically, you should have drawn another land by now.
I'm gonna discard Second Harvest and pass the turn. So what I drew
Ouch.
was a Cultivate. So now my deck is
Oh,
really
dear.
teasing me.
Oh dear.
It's kind of land.
This is kind of, yeah.
It's kind of that, but not really. So untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, hey, look. I finally drew a second forest. How about that?
Uh-huh. Rub it in, huh?
I'll go ahead and float 4 green, because I have 4 elves. 2 of that will be for an Imperious Prefect. So our elf anthem is going to go up by 1 again. And then played an elf, so that's also going to trigger Marwyn. So Marwyn is currently a 6/6. I still have 2 floating, so I'm going to add 1 more to that and cast an Immaculate Magistrate. That's going to trigger Marwyn, so she's up to 7.
I'll also make the lizard punch someone.
Yes, which it will punch you.
Yep,
for
absolutely.
2.
Yeah, I think we need to start putting Marwyn to work. So currently at 7, we're going to move to attack, and I declare attack of Marwyn on Towelie.
Take it.
And from that, I move to my second main. I will pay 1 and cast an Emerald Charm. And so I get to choose one of 3 modes. I'm specifically going to choose to untap target permanent, and I choose to untap Marwyn. And on that, I will pass the turn.
Hey, I'm worried about the elves, so don't know what I'm going to do about it yet, but I'm going to try to do something. I am going to just go straight to combat. I'm going to have Gev come to Towelie, the Heart Battler is coming to Medusa, and my unblockable, I don't know why I keep doing it, my playmat's on the wrong side of me, so I keep tapping in the wrong direction. My unblockable and my menacer are going to come to Derfull.
More Gev, so I'm at 6 Gev.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
take the 8.
Then I'm going to go ahead and just pay 3, and I'm going to play a Fiorin Scion. He'll come into play with 3 counters. That'll do it for me. I'll pass.
Definitely kept the wrong card on top of my library here. I'm going to cast a Starscape Cleric, and then I will pass the turn.
All right. Please land. Huh.
Please.
Oh my goodness. I should just not play the game right now. I'm gonna discard the odd acorn gang and just say go.
So I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a forest as land for turn. I'm going to tap 1 forest and tap my Imperious Prefect to create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token.
I would like to respond to that if you don't mind.
Go for it.
I am going to tap Restless Cottage for green, Forest for green, and then I will tap Dina and Starscape Cleric, and I am going to Court of Calling for 1. And if that is good, I will go search for an Essence Warden. So here is Essence Warden. Your elf will come in, the Warden will gain me 1, and because I have Starscape and Dina on the board, that will be 2 life lost for each of my opponents.
I'm going to tap the Immaculate Magistrate
Mhm.
and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature for each elf I control. I currently control 7 elves. So that's going to put Marwyn up to 14 currently.
Oh, terrifying.
Just end my misery.
I mean, if that's what you really want me to do, I can, but that was not my plan. You can have a 3/3 Elvish Archdruid, and then the 14/14 is going to go at Miss Nerd Girl.
Yeah, no blocks.
In my second main, I will pay 1 green and cast a sudden Spinnerets. So I'm going to untap Marwyn, and she'll get a reach counter.
So you have cast 1 spell, correct?
Correct. Only 1.
Okay.
And on that bombshell, I'm ending my turn.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go into combat, and we're going to send... You only have the 1/1. I'm going to send the Battler and Gev to Medusa, and I'm going to send Unblockable, Menace, and a 6/6 First Striker over to Derfull.
The unblockable, so I will take the 4.
Yep.
The
And here's a Menace that I can pump.
I'm going to put the 1/1 Elf Warrior token and the Finborn Elves in front of the Menace blocker, or the Menace attacker. And then Marwyn will block Florian.
I am taking 7.
Yes.
So I will take 4, and then you have your opportunity to...
3 of that will be
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pump the one blocking the Raiders is just 2 1/1s, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and Scales of Shale, give an additional +2 and lifelink to the unblockable one, so you'll take 6.
Okay.
And I'll gain 6. I'll go to my second main and I will cast a Mage Bane Lizard. It will deal 1 damage from Gev. That is going to go to... I guess that's going to go to Towelie so I can get the extra counter here. So the Mage Bane Lizard will get all 3 counters.
A Essence Warden trigger on that coming in. And I believe that is also the second spell you cast this turn.
It is. So that 2 damage will go to the Mage.
All right. I will gain 1, and each of my opponents will lose 2 because of the Starscape Cleric and Dina.
I will pass the turn.
Sad that I didn't get another land here.
Uh-huh.
Me too.
I think I just want to go ahead and add a counter to my Gorman's talent. So I will put that at level 2. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to hit Nerd Girl with my Starscape Cleric for 2.
I was hoping you were going to help me with the elf player, but it is fair. I have been hitting you.
And I'm going to pass after that.
Please. So I have to discard a Windgrace's Judgment.
Oh no!
Yep. I'm just going to cry in the corner.
So we're going to untap, upkeep, drop. So I will pay 1 into the Imperious Prefect.
Ooh, yay!
And generate another Elf Warrior.
So when you generate an Elf Warrior, I will have some effects.
Oh boy.
My Essence Warden will trigger. I will gain 1. Each of my opponents will lose 2. And because that is the first life that I've gained this turn, I will get a raccoon, which will gain me another 1, and my opponents will lose another 2.
Mistakes were made. It's okay. I'm going to cast my first spell, Bull's Strength, going to target Marwyn. So Marwyn will become a 16/16 for the moment. I am then going to tap the Immaculate Magistrate to give Marwyn another 6 +1/+1 counters. So Marwyn right now, if my math is right, is lethal. I'm going to swing with Marwyn at Medusa.
I will have a trigger. The Mage Bane Lizard is going to just deal... Yeah, it's just 1 damage to you, the Mage.
Just
22 trample, so if I block with my 3/3 raccoon, that... So I think that I'm going to also have to throw Dina under the bus here. And so I will be absorbing 6 of that 22 and taking 16 command.
That's it. I will go ahead and pass the turn.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not think I was gonna survive that.
I know. I thought Derfull was going to hit you.
I also thought that I was the dead. Well, I guess I just try to end the game here. Yeah, I'll do the unblockable to Deer. I'll do 3 4-powered creatures to Medusa and just Gev to Towelie.
I'll be at
That's
10 with 9, Gev.
I will block. You said Gev is going at Towelie?
Yep, so it's 3
Okay.
4-powered creatures.
I guess I'll block one of the 4-powered creatures and go to 1.
All right, I cannot do enough damage to kill anyone, so I will, or I cannot do enough damage to kill 2 people, so I'm just going to play 1 lizard. It's a 4/4 lizard mercenary. My creatures have Encore, so I can bring them back out of the graveyard, and then it will trigger Gev, and I'll deal 1 damage to the mage. You let me live, but I'm sorry, I can't let you live. I will not survive a trampling, scary thing.
I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And I have no creatures in my graveyard that I can Encore, so that will do it. I will have 3 counters on here, and pass the turn.
That I am probably just going to die. However, I can at least try and make things a little bit more interesting. I'll play a Lampad of Death's Vigil, and then I will play this Carrion Feeder.
And on the stack, the battle lizard will kill you.
Oh, you're right, actually. I forgot about the battle lizard. Well, I think what we're going to have to do is I will sacrifice the Lampad and make each opponent lose 1, and I will gain 1. So because I have Starscape Cleric, that's actually going to be each opponent losing 2. And I don't think that a raccoon entering helps me, but a raccoon does enter, and then I will die.
All right, land, Towelie.
And land.
Dang, those Ledger Shredder triggers.
Moonstone.
I'm sorry, friend. That was no
That
land
was
for like
rough.
a billion turns.
Whew. And let me show you my hand. 'Cause I'm just gonna die. Add a Talisman of Resilience since turn 1.
Oh, no.
Nested Shambler,
Oh.
Zilliport Cutthroat, Squirrel Nest, Cultivate, Shatterstorm, and Chatterfang. I just need
Oh,
to
you
draw
were so
1
close.
land.
1 land.
Or squirrels.
But I shall die gracefully.
You
The Acorn Harvest was
Bleh.
not good.
And here you just start it because I'm just gonna go cry in the corner.
Yeah, I felt so bad for you. I really did. Like, because I started off with 1 land, but I also had a mana dork. So elves did what elves do, and they just snowballed out of control. While you're still over there begging for a land.
I just needed 1 land. Like, I don't know if you guys reached all the way at the end after feeling bad for me while I was crying in the corner. My hand consisted of tons of just outlets for my Skull Clamp. And I just need to draw 1 land for the Talisman of Resilience to be able to do Chatterfang stuff. Just 1. That's all I needed. How the hell did we go 8 turns with me not drawing my 2nd land?
How'd you have 35 lands in there? You didn't draw a single one?
35, and the deck decided to tease me by drawing into a Cultivate. I'm like, are you? Regardless, it was still a fun game. And we just want to thank MTGNerdGirl for taking the time to join us on our first of many casual gameplays that we'll be doing for the channel. And of course, if you did like the video, hit that like button, comment down below, feeling bad for me, please. I need warm sympathies, just please. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like to join future gameplays, whether it be cEDH or casual, then hit us up on Discord on Civil Commanders. Alright guys, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. See ya.
Happy birthday. Bye.